From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather tonight.
Hey, good evening, folks. Interesting day today. I'll tell you that much. We had that fire weather warning in North Alabama. Conditions were very similar in southern Middle Tennessee. It was pretty toasty out there, at least for this time of year. A few degrees above average. It was 81 today. It's the highest spots across the area. Lows about where they should be for this time of year. No rainfall. The season's about 35 inches, but I'll tell you what, we're in a severe drought right now across the Tennessee Valley, and we're definitely seeing that in the rainfall totals or lack thereof as of late. First quarter of the moon right now, looking pretty nice out there. Unfortunately, as the moon continues to grow, Milky Way conditions, if you're an astronomer kind of guy like me, not doing too good because it kind of blocks out the sun there. Speaking of sun, sunset there at 6 o'clock this evening. We're certainly getting closer and closer to pushing those clocks back 1 hour. Definitely can see that in the sunset times and sunrise times as well. As for the overnight forecast, cooling off pretty dramatically as we head through tonight. We get this frontal passage coming through just after midnight, and I think that's what really cools us off in a pretty big way. Consistent lower 50s as we're heading through tomorrow morning in northwest Alabama. Wouldn't shock me if we see some mid 40s in the mix in southern Middle Tennessee as well in this same time frame. So I think it would be a pretty decent bet if you want to bring a jacket for your church day tomorrow if you're going in early through about 6, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. Now, through tonight, like I said, we say mostly dry, mostly clear. Through tomorrow, though, with that frontal passage, it actually does kind of taper off the temperature, so to speak, just a little bit. We're not seeing those highs in the lower 80s. We're not seeing many upper 70s even. I think we're going to stay somewhere near 70 across much of the Tennessee Valley for our highs on Sunday with clear skies, maybe a few upper-level cirrus clouds at best. Wind staying sharply out of the north at a good 5, maybe 10 miles an hour for our Sunday. That stays true for Monday as well, and I think the next several days look pretty fine. Really don't see anything screaming inclement weather, which, you know, at this point, we do kind of need some rain. I mean, we are in that drought. We had those fire conditions today and yesterday, and goodness knows, you know, if we're drying out tomorrow, might even still be like that. But yeah, at this point, we really do need some rain. And I'll be honest with you, I'm kind of iffy about this system here. We get the system manifesting in the midweek. That's going to push east, right? That's by the end of the week. We're talking about Friday or so. That's going to push east. It looks a little scraggly, though. I'm really not too confident that's going to be a widespread rain event in the Tennessee Valley. Looks like, though, by midweek, we're going to be pretty windy, wind out of the south, and cloudy. The temperature's getting back up into the mid to upper 70s in this time frame. So, you know, kind of almost spring-like in that aspect there. But, yeah, I'm really not too convinced this will be a huge widespread rain event there. But it might be a sign of the times, which I'll discuss more in a few moments. It might be a sign of a pattern change in the big picture. Temperature trend over the next several days, like I said, holding steady in the mid to upper 70s. Looks like as that system moves through Friday, we might cool off just a little bit as we get some cloud cover across the area and maybe some shower chances. You know, I'm not ruling that out, not by any stretch of the imagination. I definitely do think there is enough moisture to do that, but, you know, like I said, a little bit hit or miss. So, temperatures tonight. Wouldn't be surprising if I saw some mid-40s in the mix, 46 there in Hohenwald. Check that out. As you go from the north, you get even cooler still. Northwestern Alabama, consistent lower 50s. We'll call it 53 in the shoals for your lows tonight, really into tomorrow morning, to be honest with you. And then we head into the highs, again, near 70, pretty much across all of the Tennessee Valley. We'll call it 70 in the Columbia, 69 in Lewisburg. Then you head down to the shoals, northwest Alabama, 72 in Athens, 73 there in the shoals itself for our highs tomorrow. Next several days look a little bit cooler than average, but then we pick that wind back up out of the south on Tuesday. There are those temperatures starting to climb as we head into the midweek and beyond. And then notice there, Friday, yeah, you know, we might have a few showers. I think we might have some overcast conditions, might temper, kind of keep the temperatures down just a few degrees. Then as we head towards Saturday, that system hasn't really moved through due to the orientation of this system, and we stay, you know, fairly mild with those mid-70s. But behind it, I've seen indications that this might be a sign of a pattern change, which is to say we might pick up rain chances and we might cool off just a little bit behind these systems in the big picture, at least over the next 14 or so days. It's a little far out to tell you anything specific, but, you know, just might be a sign of the times as we head into November. I know rain is definitely needed across much of the Tennessee Valley.